Say something about street dudes, man. One thing that I've always dealt with in my life is like dudes, even like not necessarily people who I grew up with, but other people who I meet later down the line. Street people, they always think that they can identify a potential snitch by the way they look. If you're clean cut and you live a square life or a normal life, they think, oh, this person is going to end up snitching on me. But in reality, you're going to get snitched on by the next dude you're with, more than likely, or another street dude. See, what happens is the civilian, like me, I'm not in the streets. I'm 31. I'm trying to get cats out the streets. But I still, like, I still have relationships to certain people, so I'm going to be in that environment temporarily, you know what I mean? And when I'm in it, I notice that, you know what I mean? But, damn, I forgot what I was going to say. But look, my point is this, man. The civilian doesn't want you to snitch on them. They might have a positive life. They're doing everything right. And they don't want anybody to know that they even know you or doing business with you or anything, whether that civilian is hustling on the side, smoking weed, doing whatever. If they have some type of association with you, a known street dude, they don't want you to snitch on them, because you could ruin what they got going on. You're going to get snitched on by the dude that you're hustling with, more than likely. See, it happens like this. Somebody catches a case for selling drugs, killing somebody, or some major felony, and they make a deal to snitch. They put them back out in the field. You never know they even got arrested. Next thing you know, they got you locked up. They're on your case. It's always other street dudes. Every time you find out somebody told or snitched, it's a street dude. It's not a civilian. The civilian, that's why I'm like, I've dealt with that in my life. Like today, for example, these young kids were selling bud outside of a corner store. I grew up in this particular era, and I'm, talking to the youngster, right? And he's like, yeah, I can, if you tell on me, I'm gonna remember your tattoos. He was joking, right? And I'm like, man, get out of here. I said, man, get out of here, man. I'm verified in this area, like, and I'm like, man, because I know in that area, these youngsters, they're under these bigger dudes, and I'm like, I grew up with them. I mentioned a couple names. I go in the store and buy something. The youngster comes in there with the phone trying to catch me in the lie, right? And dude, when he's like, yo, do you know this guy? He says he knows you. And when dude sees me, he's smiling, he's laughing, he's damn near crying. Like, dog, that's an original, bro. Original. And he probably hasn't even seen me since 2011. And as soon as he seen me, I had a hat on. It took him 2 seconds to say, that dude is an original. He's been over here longer than you. And after that, the youngins were giving me respect. And they was like, hey, man, be safe. They were, like telling some other youngsters that I was cool. And they were happy. And they wanted to protect me then. So, but my point is, I'm verified. I've never claimed to be a street dude. But I grew up with some of them. And they know that I've always been myself. And they respect that. And we grew up together. We got a history with each other. Grew up together playing James Bond 007 on 64, Game Boy Color. We were friends as kids when payphones were the thing and no cell phones. Beepers were out. So we go back. You know what I'm saying? So but my thing is, y'all so worried about civilians and regular people who aren't into crime, snitching on you. You're going to snitch on me.